Max Merryman, Max Merryman, Max Merryman, doth sings he. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh, what a fear. Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, V. How are we doing? I am trying to get on a schedule and stay consistent because I realize being consistent is key for, doing shit in general. Let's see. What am I doing right now? I am doing something that I'd seen online. This is my nude, by the way. This is 70% chocolate. Wait, let me see. I'm sorry. Okay. Less Chocolat is the actual matte lipstick's name. Like, can you see it? It's 70% yum. Smells like chocolate. I really enjoy it. They no longer have it. It's $8.56. 70% yum. I love it. Someone told me that for a nude, you should go by your nipple color, and it actually fucking works. Now, I'm going to talk about some serious shit. I'm also going to do this thing. They said to put a little bit of Vaseline or lip gloss, so it gives it that gloss. Okay, no, that's not it. There was a way you can do it. I'm not good with my words. I need to talk about my period of polycystic ovarian syndrome. And really, I'm going to be talking about PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now, the way I was discussed and told PCOS, probably different from what other people were told. I realized that my finger is all jacked up to shit. Motherfucker, I can't win. Hold on. Okay. Now, from what I was told, PCOS is a hormonal disorder. Essentially, my body's producing all these hormones, usually androgen and testosterone, and it's also messing with my insulin, kind of making me insulin resistant. Now, some people could have cysts on their ovaries. Not all people who have polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS have cysts on their ovaries. There's a bunch of different things that will show up in their body. Let me Quentin Tarantino that back. What I mean is there's several symptoms that you can look for to see if someone has polycystic ovarian. For me, I have a beard, facial hair. It could be hair that usually wouldn't grow where, for women on their backs, their face, their chin. Jeez, fucking hell. Their arms, they could be very hairy. One of the signs that my doctor looked for when I was 16 was the fact that my periods were very irregular. I would go 6 to 9 months without a period. And then when the period would happen, it would be for 2 weeks of me just bleeding. Yeah, I bled for 2 weeks when I was a teen. And when I say I was a teen, I mean I was 9 when I first started my period. It went away and then came back a year later with a vengeance. And I would have terrible pain because apparently my uterus was trying to do a digital lining. What is that? DL or digital, whatever the fuck it is, lining is essentially when your uterus tries to shed itself, shed the uterine lining all at once. It always happened to me as a kid. Did not go away until I was put on birth control, where there would just be one day of extreme pain, and then I would get a clot that was I would get a clot that very much looked like my uterus, although at the time I just thought that was normal. My mom hadn't talked about, she talked about having your period, but she didn't have those experiences that I was having because she didn't have polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS. Now, you know that I talk a lot about people saying, oh, you got a beard, you're a bearded lady. That's one of the things that irritates the fuck out of me because That's one of the side effects of having polycystic ovarian syndrome. Another thing that you could look for, darkening of the neck, back of the neck being darker. Um, Another thing that a person could have, their blood tests, if their androgen and testosterone are really high, higher than their estrogen. What else did they test me for? They tested me for, can you see it? They tested me for, because they took my blood when I was 16. They saw, oh, weight gain. Let me go get my food. Beep, 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 beep. I made chicken wings. Did not add any butter or anything. I'm baking them right now. Ooh. Might give it a few more minutes. Beep, 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 beep. We'll just do for another 10 minutes. I will turn that down. So I had the other things of me being overweight. Now, some people are like, who cares about being overweight, blah, blah, blah. The issue with polycystic ovarian syndrome is as we get bigger, the chances of having a heart attack, cancer, diabetes, and a whole list of other shit increases. For us, or for myself, I'm going to say for myself because I don't know how it is for other people with polycystic ovarian syndrome. For me, in order to stay my weight, I have to exercise every single day. I have to be active. If I'm not active, I gain like a shit ton. I remember when I was in 4th grade, I was 128 pounds. Stayed 128 pounds for the entire time I was in school because they made us do physical activity. I then did summer. I then had summer. I was going to say summer school, but I didn't have summer school. I had summer. I was 132 at the start of school year. I was 158 in 5th grade. Was it 5th grade or 6th grade? No, 6th grade. 158. I stayed 175 pounds while I was in college at Alverno. And then I went to 205 when I was at UWM because I was walking to and from for classes all my days. I had to take the stairs to get to my dorm. That's why I stayed 175. And when I'm and I stayed 175 all through high school. Do you know why? Because in high school, I did a little bit of summer classes. Yeah, my mom put me in summer classes. Because I had like a summer math class or whatever. Then I also had swimming. I was doing all this shit. So I was staying active a lot of the days. And also because I had some pocket money, I would go walking to the grocery store every so often to get my coffee mate. Now, my coffee mate that I needed for my coffee, it was, oh my gosh. It used to be $2. Coffee mate used to be $2. And I would wait to get it on sale because Pick and Save would have a sale. And it would be like, you could get 2 bottles for $2. And I was like, yeah, sweet, awesome. Otherwise, it's $1.99. So I would wait for it to be on sale, and then I would get my coffee mates. And I use 8 tablespoons of coffee mate for 3 cups of coffee. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Moving past my childhood and my high school, I stayed 175 pounds all through high school because I was being active. And all through college, I was being active. I didn't gain until I became sedentary and had to move back home. Then I went to Australia. I was 190 something because I got to 205, maybe 210. And then I lost weight because I had to walk to school 5 out of 7. Was it 5 out of 7? It was 4 to 5 out of 7 days. I would have to, go walk to school, walk back, and that's what I did. And I was like, cool, awesome. I also did it because I said, this makes me, this is why I don't like couches. Okay. Australia has a roach problem. How do I know this? Because of was it two or three? There was two. There was two distinct, and the third one that I think happened, but maybe I'm just making that one, like, I just imagined it. First one I had was as I was walking to a party at school, a bunch of roaches swarmed out of this sewer grate. I'll never forget it because there were so many. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I looked, I was like, oh no, those are roaches. Second thing happened to me. I was watching Maury on YouTube because school had Wi-Fi. My place, I had to pay for Wi-Fi and I was already broke. So I'm sitting on the couch at school and I'm watching this thing and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on, Maury? I felt something like go on my back. I was like, what's that? And I went, and the roach landed on my laptop. And I freaked the fuck out. That's not me lying. That's me remembering what the fuck happened. And my nose itched. That's one thing I will remember. I went like this because I was like, what's this? Because I thought, maybe it's an ant. I've had ants. I've had ants in the past that have crawled on my back or whatever. It's happened. I've sat near a tree. They've crawled on my neck. Here, I was sitting in the bed. There were ants that were up on the wall. One of them fell. And I went like this because I was like, ooh, something's, I've always just been like, if something itches, I kind of roll my hand on my skin because I think that'd be better. And when I did, I saw the ant. I was like, oh God. So I do this because I'm like, ooh, it's itchy. And there's a roach. And it's still live. Nope. No the fuck I won't. Point is, I lost weight while in Australia. And my school had roaches. Because apparently roaches are very, prevalent and they flourish in Australia. Don't know why, but they do. So with all this shit that had happened to me, yours truly was a little... She was not having the shit. She was not dealing with shit really well. I lost weight. I came back to America. Got to 205 again. Stayed at 205 until I graduated. Then went to jobs and went to 205. And then, depending on how active my job was, I would stay at 205, maybe get to 212, until finally I was at 236. And then I said, oh shit, no, this can't be. And then I got to 205. No, I'm sorry, I got to 204. And then I shitted on myself and regained the weight. So now I'm at 228, according to my scale. Awesome. So for me personally, I'm active because it helps with my heart. It helps to curb the effects of diabetes. I don't want to get diabetes. I don't have it as far as I know. I have some symptoms that could be pre-diabetes or diabetic. I have to find a doctor so I can actually go through and see if that is true. I want to make sure that I don't get cancer because with cancer, that's a thing that happens in my family. And with polycystic ovarian syndrome, chances of us getting cancer, I believe I want to say uterine cancer or ovarian cancer. I want to say that it's uterine cancer because I thought it was ovarian cancer, but according to my books, because I did get the PCOS diet plan book a long time ago. According to the book, you can get certain types of cancers. So that's why I exercise. That is why I have a beard. Now, some people are like, why don't you shave your beard? My beard, as you can see, you can hear it. Now, sometimes I shave it. It comes back within a day or two. This was 2 days ago I shaved, and already you could see the stubble poking out. So I would end up having to shave every other day. I hate it. I had someone that threaded my stuff, which was great for the first 2 to 3 days, but then again, it came back. Waxing, I have to get it to a certain length, and then I could wax it. Some people are like, laser it off. Lasering is expensive. Add to the fact that I have gray hair, and I was told that when you have gray hair, it doesn't work as well. Also, there were some issues when it came to dark skin and them trying to do laser because you got to make sure that you don't go too dark and then you burn the person and scar them for life. That could have changed easily within the last 10, 15 years of me being told this. 15 years. Technology is a hell of a beast. Technology changes. That being said, I would rather wait. Then maybe do it. Now, why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story so you can better understand my life. So you can understand why sometimes I go for weeks or days without shaving and I have a beard. Sometimes I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. And I wear my beard and I'm like, hey, I'm still a woman. I still do all that stuff. This is just a side effect of having polycystic ovarian syndrome. But then you get the assholes who are like, hey, bearded lady, why don't you rub your beard on me? This, that, and the other. You got a beard, da 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 da. It kind of sucks when I go for a week without exercising and then my body's like, hey, you regained the weight. When I know I haven't because I know that I've been tracking my food. Yes, I've actually made progress with tracking. I know that I have gone in, done things, and I'm like, okay, what is it that I need to do? Because my body, with PCOS, if you are stressed the fuck out, that really hikes up your weight. That really hikes up your hormones and all that stuff. So I try to keep a cool head. Keyword, I try. I try to exercise because it helps my mental health. Um, some people, polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS, may have depression. There's all these different supplements that we got to take and all this other stuff so we can go and, stabilize our hormones. And I'm trying to do that. And there's also the risk of not being able to get pregnant. Or if you do get pregnant, you end up miscarrying or not being, you essentially miscarry because you aren't able to carry to term. Now, some people can have kids and, they're able to have lots of kids, like Kale from Teen Mom 2 or Macy from Teen Mom 1 or Teen Mom OG. I should have went with that. Some people are very thin and they have polycystic ovarian syndrome. Some people are big as me or bigger or somewhere in the between or maybe smaller than me and have it. You can't really, go through all that stuff. There's a bunch of different things to do. I baked this chicken. I added chicken salt. That's not the word I wanted to use, chicken salt, but I added some salt, oregano. I was going to say oregano because I was going to pretend to be one of the cooks. Like, I use oregano, because I heard there was a British person who said that, oregano or whatever, and I was like, oh, I like that. Or basil, and I was like, oh, cool. So I was trying to say it, but oregano, because I fucked up I fucked up. Oregano, sage, and the chicken salt, which I forgot the name of. Seasoning salt. I use seasoning salt. I'm gonna let you guys go because my brain stopped working and I have food for the day and I'm hungry. So I'll talk to you later. And as always, fuck Tom Brady.